If you feel overwhelmed with acid reflux, man, I can tell you, I have been there. Endoscopy clear. My doctor told me just to take these acid blocking drugs for the rest of my life as a young man in my 20s. Well, I turned 40 this year and haven't taken any acid reflux medication for well over 15 years. Here's how I did it. First, you have to realize that acid reflux is not caused by too much acid. This is the biggest myth in acid reflux that we've ever seen. Okay, most people think you have too much acid. If that was the case, it would burn a hole inside your stomach and come pouring out of your chest, which doesn't happen. Your problem is that you have acid in the wrong place. It should be in your stomach and it's now in your esophagus. That doesn't mean too much acid. That means acid in the wrong place. And so the root cause are things that interfere with that sphincter or create pressure inside the stomach that force that sphincter open. And I think there are three main things that do it. The first is having an H. pylori bacterial infection. The biggest problem with H. pylori testing is finding it. The breath test, the blood test, the stool test, in my opinion, are not very accurate. The only accurate way to truly test for H. pylori inside the stomach is via an endoscopy, but you've got to be off your PPI medication for at least 15 days. There is also no test for H. pylori in the mouth or the esophagus, so it can be in those regions and all your other tests are negative. The second root cause for me is an overgrowth of yeast, and this is what I had originally causing my reflux. It didn't show up in my endoscopy. They don't run standard tests for an overgrowth of yeast inside the doctors, and so the only way really to know that you have it is that you start having fungal issues on the outside of the body. Fungal toenails, fungal fingernails, athlete's foot, dandruff, thrush. If you start getting these signs and you've got reflux, you have too much yeast as your root cause. And finally, not having a gallbladder, you end up with bile inside your stomach and it irritates that sphincter, allowing the acid to come up. If you don't know which one of those three is most likely causing your issues, head to myacidrefluxquiz.com, fill out that short, free 2-minute quiz, and it will tell you which one of those three is most likely your issue so you can start, fix your problem, and live a reflux-free life like I do. Best of luck.